This is a quick disclaimer from all of us at Blood and Roleplay. We just want to inform you that this game is tagged as an 18 plus and will cover some physical and mental abuse, as well as graphic scenes. So please, if there's anything that disturbs you, don't hesitate, put the video away. But before we pick up with you guys, we're going to jump back a night. I will need you, Hillary, to roll me a 1d4. Okay, you are at 3 hunger. It's been a thirsty night for you. Yes.
Now let me put that down.
Okay.
3. Okay.
As the rain is lashing down over the city of New York, once again, you're in a blacked out car being drove around. A completely completely matte black Lincoln car with blacked out windows. You are leaving the outskirts of New York, heading elsewhere. You don't quite know exactly where you're going. You just know you have a meet tonight. You were there to overlook a drug deal between your gang and another one. A few hours pass of the drive, maybe 1 or 2, till eventually you pull up to an old junkyard. As you drive in, another car piles in behind you, a matching Lincoln. As you enter the junkyard, you drive a bit further into it until you come to an area that's completely surrounded by walls of destroyed, disheveled cars piled on top of each other. They've all seen much, much better days, and you understand why they were left here for scraps. In the center is a beat-up, battered SUV. 2 guys in suits, one of them holding a suitcase, the other one holding what looks like a pump-action shotgun, the wooden butt and handle. And they overlook in the center is a table set up. Distantly there's a oil barrel on fire, and one of the floodlights of the scrapyard is flooding into your area to light up this place. You and the other car pull in. The driver gets out and comes over to the door that you are, and opens it to let you out. As the other car pulls in behind you, 3 or 4 of your fellow gang buddies step out of it. None of them have weapons to be shown, other than one of them who has a barbed wire wrapped baseball bat. Sort of throws it over one shoulder. One of the other ones also has a metal briefcase. You sort of have a stare down with the other people here as the man with the metal case walks up to you, your friend, and you know him as Vince. Boss, I'll do the deal. We'll do the paying. You just pay attention to this. Can't be shown you having anything to do with this deal. So it's up to you if you want to get back in the car or watch from where you are. As you step out of the car, like I said, would you like to describe Leo as he walks over to talk to you?
Yeah, so Leo is a very well-dressed man, quite tall. He's gonna be, I'd say, the most well-dressed of the lot of his gang members, so he's in his nice suit and everything. And a little bit of background, I guess. So he is the second in command of an Italian gang based in New York. So he's second in command of the Genovese family Italian gang. And so, yes. From his appearance, you definitely know that this is a dangerous man that you probably want to avoid, but you wouldn't be able to tell if that is because of, the mafia connections or because he's a kindred.
I have to get the mix up between Italian mobster, vampire.
Yeah. So bad vibes, but because mobster or because vampire or because both, no one knows.
Fair. No worries. And yes, as you finish doing that, the guy comes up to you and talks to you.
Do I trust this Vince guy?
He's been pretty loyal. He's been pretty loyal over the last 3-4 years, maybe. He is just straight up a bagman. He is the scapegoat. If the cops rung in right now, you was out for a walk, you heard something in the junkyard, and you came to visit to see. You didn't expect it to be a drug deal, and Vince will take all of the blame. Be like, yeah, you basically cop to it all.
Is there anyone who, in this, I'm guessing, small group of gang members that have been loyal to me for much longer?
The guy with the baseball bat, Eddie, and Louis, one of the other guys, they've been with you as long as you can remember.
Okay, cool.
Due to a gunshot wound when he was quite much younger, Eddie doesn't speak much anymore. He normally just growls at people.
That's so funny. Okay, so
you might have heard him speak, though. You have heard him speak. He speaks a lot like this, because he can't. His vocal cords are up. But yeah, it's up to you what you do.
I'll nod at Vince, but then I'll go over to Eddie and say, keep an eye on everything for me. Keep me updated. And I'll go back and sit in the car.
He nods and lets out a bit. Yeah. Okay, so Vince goes over. A few moments later. Go on.
No, I was just going to ask, do I have weapons or no?
You'll probably have a you've seen this gang. You didn't seem since 1911, guns and large firearms have been very illegal in New York. So you probably travel light. You might have a handgun with you, maybe a small revolver or a 1911.
Oh yeah. I'll have a handgun.
And probably a brass knuckle or a knife or something. Something you can conceal pretty easily.
Okay. Yeah. So concealed weapons. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You could have even both. You could have you could have a trench knife, a knife with a brass knuckle attached. But yeah, it's anything you can easily hide.
Yeah.
But yes, so Vinny goes over to this scruffier-looking gang. Just looking at himself, you know their suits alone, both of them together, cost less than your shoes. As he goes over and starts having a conversation with the other gang, he slams his suitcase closed, pulls it away, and comes back over to you, knocks on the window, rattles his knuckles on the window.
I open it just a sliver.
This is also the 90s, so it's definitely the window handle that you have to twist to lower the windows instead of electric windows.
Oh, wait, really? Oh, well, you learn something new every day.
Mm. So yeah, you twist the window down a little bit. Tried to shot us, boss.
Yeah, Joe, I didn't catch that at all.
They're trying to short us, boss. They didn't bring all the product they said they would.
I look over at the gang, the rival gang members. How many are there?
There's 2 of them that you can see. They're down a brick.
Is Eddie with me, or where is Eddie in this?
Eddie's just leaning up against the car that he turned up in, the one behind you. You can call him over easily. Just put your fingers out the window and just wave him, and he'll come over.
Okay, yeah, I'll wave Eddie over.
He comes over, leans over. You hear the average gasp out of his breath.
Our friends are being unreasonable. Is this for me, will you?
He takes the case off Vince and goes over, slams the case down, reaches in, pulls half the money out, puts it into his pockets, slides the case to the guys, and grabs the box of drugs, like the case of drugs, and walks back towards you. As he does so, one of the guys steps forward. He's like, "Hey, the fuck, man? Pay us the full amount, or at least a fair amount. What the fuck?" And then he reaches into his pocket, pulls out a revolver, and holds it to the back of Eddie's head. Eddie just lets out a sigh. What do you do?
Are they still at the negotiating table? Like quite far away from the car?
A few feet away, yes. Eddie's probably 2 feet away from the table, but the guy's got a gun to the back of his head. He hasn't stepped forward. There's still 3 feet between him and, like, the table length, and then 2 feet between him and Jim and Eddie.
Okay. I will get out of the car.
As you do that, the guy with the gun to the back of it is like, "Finally, someone who's competent. You must be the boss. You understand? This is business. Gotta make a living. So give us the fucking cash, or your friend's brains here all over this junkyard."
Can I roll a... Hang on. What is it called here? Yeah. Okay. Actually, hang on. Do I need to roll anything for influence? No, right?
No. Do you have points in influence?
Yeah, I have 1 point.
Okay.
Which is that. And I've got this Bearing of Kings thing, which I'm not sure if it's a passive or if it just
What's Bearing of
activates.
Kings do? Exactly.
So the description is that I just have force of personality that pretty much all mortals show deference.
Okay, so you just get benefits.
And I'm at -2 difficulty for all rolls involving presence.
Okay. So, you've got your presence activated, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
So you have awe. I'm assuming you went with Daunt. So as soon as you get out, the entire mood of the setting changes. He looks a bit more scared. He starts shaking a bit with his gun to the back of Jimmy's head. But he seems to be holding his ground. I will roll for the other guy to see if he runs away. So you get out when that power activated, you're Daunt going. He just looks at you and he's like, "Fuck man, I'm sorry!" Throws the gun to the ground as his mate fucking sets off back to the car. Take everything. "I'm sorry, we didn't mean to do this. Fuck, And yeah, just
I'm imagining this entire time he's speaking, I'm just like very slowly inching towards, like, you know, slow walk. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he just pushes the drugs to you and gets in the car. Do you let him go?
I'm a 3 hunger, right? Oh wait, but there are witnesses.
There is.
Yeah.
There is witnesses.
There are witnesses.
Would you like to alley cat the bunch of these fuckers? The witnesses are your men, so it might be easier to talk them around. But that's completely up to you.
How quickly can I catch up with, like, a moving... I'm guessing they are getting in the car and driving off.
They are getting in the car. They're about to drive off, yes.
Yeah.
How many points of celerity do you have?
I have 2.
2. You could get to the door of the car before they even start the engine. If you want to do the typical brew job, punch your fist through the side window and drag the driver out, go for it.
I think we could do that. But I think I'm gonna get my men to punch them as well.
Oh, so tell me. So you want to go and grab one to eat? So I'll tell you what. The guy whose mate ran off.
I'm gonna go after one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after one. Like the other guy. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, no worries. So I'll just explain it this way. So yeah, you dart across the room, so using celerity. You you punch your fist through the side of the window, grab the guy, throw him behind you. He goes sliding over into the table, crashes. You just tell your men to deal with that, and then you walk around to the other guys. He's panicking to get out of his seatbelt, and he can just open the door, lean in. I'm gonna need you to roll me the predator type of strength athletics because you're a alley cat.
Yes, strength athletics.
Difficulty 2.
Does Bruiser work here? All intimidation rolls against those who have not demonstrated physical... Oh, okay.
That only counts if you...
Strength?
By just intimidating through sheer standing in front of someone and staring them down.
Strength and... Level 2. Bruh.
You win.
Oh!
Succeed. And it's not bestial. It's not bestial. Luckily.
Would have been a very interesting night.
Yes, it would. So yeah, you just grab him, pull him in, and just sink your teeth into his neck while your friends are somewhat distracted by you kicking the shit out of the other guy. Vince will be like, "Do you want us to kill him?"
This is... But Vince is punching the guy who is mouthing... Who is, threatening Eddie? Or am I...
No,
okay.
No, you're eating the guy who threatened Eddie. Vince is eating the other guy.
The other guy. Driver. Just send a message, is what I'll say to Vince.
Great. As he pulls out a switchblade, presses the button as the blade comes out, and he proceeds to gouge out one of the guy's eyes.
I think I'm gonna kill the guy who threatened Eddie. That's not cool.
You're gonna kill him. Okay. So you drain enough blood out of him, and then you just outright kill him?
I just snap his neck, yeah.
Okay. You are a kindred, so killing someone will give you a stain, and we will sort it out by the end of the session.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 1 stain for killing a guy.
Where do I put the stains, by the way?
Just remember it.
Oh, okay.
Actually, what's your personal convictions, if you have any? You should.
My convictions is the guilty must be punished.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first one is respect the Genovese family code.
Okay.
So what I was envisioning for that is just if you mouth off to a member, it's not cool. And second is just the guilty must be punished.
So he broke the family law.
Yeah.
And then so he was guilty. So yeah, you don't take a stain because this is justified to your beast. Because this guy broke the family code and you're just punishing him for it.
Yeah. Cool.
So you don't take the stain.
For future reference, you can register stains in the little cog next to humanity.
Cog next to humanity. Oh, cool. Thanks.
Zoe, master of the sheet.
Master of the sheet.
Shit master.
What?
Shit master.
You said
Do I need to roll? Do I need to roll for whether or not I can break his neck, or do I just break his neck?
You can just snap his neck. He's weak enough. You've knocked him out with a kiss. You've knocked him out with a kiss. How many points of blood did you take? 3, right? Well, you can only take 2 because you're only 2. You can't go to 0 without draining him dry.
Yeah. So.
But if you drained him dry, even with your convictions, if you drained him dry, you will take a stain because you're feeding the beast at that point. If you just outright kill him, he's just breaking the rule.
No. Just then. So, -2 points of hunger?
Yeah, -2 points of hunger. You just snap his neck then. You lick his wounds closed, and then you just pop his neck like a Paz dispenser.
Are we
He
by the
fights back
docks?
a little bit as you wrap one of your arms around his neck. You put one on his head. He fights back a bit, trying to struggle while he's like in ecstasy from you drinking from him. And then you just pop his neck.
I like to imagine there's a very audible crack.
Oh, definitely. If it wasn't for your friends literally wailing on the other guy, it would echo through this junkyard.
Are we? Oh, okay. I'm imagining the guys are still like carving the other guy's eyes out.
Yes, Crane is only one of them. He still needs to drive home.
Oh, okay. So I drag the guy's lifeless body over to his colleagues, and I'm guessing like Vince and Eddie are just sort of like circling him, and
Yeah, once you started walking over, they backed off a bit, so you can have a moment with him.
Yeah. I've still got the presence thing going, right?
Yeah, you can choose to turn it off and on. So
No. It's still on. It's still on.
Yeah, you can choose to have it. You can literally have it on permanently if you wanted to, and you just turn it off when you don't want people to be darted by you.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have it on permanently. I think Leo is definitely that type of guy.
Well.
So I'm assuming he's on the ground, just like sort of bleeding out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kneel down next to him. I throw his friend's lifeless body pretty much on top of him, and I'm like,
Oh.
next time you do business, make sure that you uphold your end of the deal. And then just walk off back to the car.
With the eye you can see through, he's full blown crying. He just nods and just curls up in a ball.
What did they do? Did they just carve out an eye?
Yeah, they kicked the shit out of him. He's got a few broken ribs.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right, that's cool.
But when you was like maim him,
All right, yeah.
like fine, aye. Like he's got a few broken ribs and shit. They laid into him.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. And I think that's gonna be it. We're just gonna drive off because these are like underlings, and we need them alive.
Daunt works a little different than Awe in the prospect of it doesn't affect kindred unless you're physically attacking them. So unless you were going at them socially or physically, it doesn't affect until then. So luckily when you walk into the bar, you won't. That is presence.
What's the fun? You horny and scared.
Okay. So a couple hours later, you drive back to Manhattan. You probably spend the night where you normally would, away from a coterie you are not part of yet. You have helped Baron recently set up security for his nightclub. That is, oh shit, you just remembered, was opening tonight. But before you can go and pop in, and show your face, you realise you're probably only going to be there for about an hour before sunrise, so you choose to go back to where you rest your head. And vampire out until the next day. Would you roll me a rouse check to see if you get any younger from resting? The others have already done it. Okay. You do not get hungrier.
That's the vibe check.
You vast spread check. And you all... Well... And everybody wakes up, goes through what happened at the end of last session. Alistair met Tyler. The rest of you came together at the club, correct? To talk about future plans.
I wasn't joking when I said Trisha is standing outside Alistair's office.
That can be happen if you want to go and knock on Alice's office.
Not even knock, just standing there and just seeing like when he comes out.
Okay, I'll leave that down to Cooper. Does Alistair eventually come out, or does he spend the day in his office?
I jumped to the window, you know?
Follow Tyler.
Yeah.
15 floors down, 5 floors down, realizes he has no way of stopping himself.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Whoopsies.
Let me do the maths on that. 15 times... Yeah, you'd have 15 points of damage.
Ah, that'd be fine. Sure. I mean, is a hammer not like nearby? Like outside, standing outside my room?
She doesn't stand outside your room, she does wander around the nightclub, though. She expects you to be able to look after yourself, in terminology. If not, your room does have a panic button, aka the pager.
Nice. Okay. Sure. I think, yeah, I'm just going to open the door like full force. I don't know how close you're standing to the door.
Oh, that's open outside.
Yes. Yeah.
She doesn't know that, so she's standing like right there.
Okay, Alistair, roll me a strength athletics.
Okay.
Trisha, roll me a dex athletics.
Right, I'll be using Archangel's Grace to sub away athletics for performance.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, no, you don't manage to dodge out the way as the door swings open. You just lean back casually up against the banister outside of Alistair's
Oh,
apartment door.
sorry, I didn't see you there.
Hello! Don't worry, I didn't exactly announce myself either. Hi, good morning!
Good night.
Good night! Whatever. So, you know that guy who came in... So I know, like, you're the Baron of, like, this entire place, right? I was just wondering, like, if you knew the cop detective from last night?
What's it to you?
The first begins.
Oh, nothing. I just, you know, I was just wondering, since we're kind of, like, clients of yours now, I was just wondering if you could, like, introduce us.
He doesn't seem like the social type. Kind of like the type that likes to hang about himself, so... I mean, I can tell. I can say to him if I see him. I don't have any plans to see him.
Shit, phone numbers don't exist. What did people used to do?
Phone numbers do exist. He does also have a pager since he is a detective, so if you rang his house phone, he'd ring his pager as well, so he knows that you've left a message.
Oh.
But he didn't give me a number, did he?
He did not. He said he'd be in touch himself, aka he'll drop by sometime. Especially now you might know him a boon now.
Shit.
Well, I was just wondering, yeah, that'd be great if you could let him know. Also, the next time you see him, like, could you just let me know?
Just let you know, like, in general?
Preferably immediately, so I can come talk to him.
Why do you want to talk to this guy so bad?
You don't?
I mean, not if he has something to, you know, offer.
I just want to be friends.
You just want to be friends.
Mhm.
Okay.
She's smiling very innocently. And I mean that in the most genuine way possible.
I mean, like, most people want friends with people unless they can get something out of them, so... Whatever it is you want out of them, I don't care, okay? You do you. But I'll let him know that you're interested in meeting him. If I see him, again, big if, I would rather not see him, because if I do see him, that means things are going wrong.
Who knows, maybe they'll bump into him on the streets or something.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Now, do you have any other business?
I guess not. How's your nose?
Huh?
How's your nose?
Ah! How was my nose?
Healed.
Fully?
Yep, it's only 2 points of superficial. You could have done it through your sleep.
Ah, it's fine. It's not the first time I've had a broken nose. Not the last.
Trisha just regards you curiously.
I mean, they used to be kind, you know?
And you liked having your nose broken.
No, have you ever had your nose broken?
No,
Not any good?
No.
Hold on, let me fix that for you. Hammer!
Yeah.
Emma comes.
Maybe-
You hear footsteps on the stairs as Emma comes running up. Boss.
Describe to Trisha what a broken nose feels like.
I'm starting to think you guys get off on this.
Maybe.
I can't imagine it's fun.
I can show you.
No thanks. Or maybe you could demonstrate on him again, and then I'll know through the power of empathy.
Nah.
Darn.
If everything else is good, I'm gonna get back to work.
Thank you for your time, Hammer.
She just waves you off, walks off. As she walks off, you realise she's not wearing a jacket over her shoulders as normally does when you're open. She's got the jacket, it's somewhere else. She's wearing just a white shirt underneath, tucked into like waist high, pinstripe pants, military boots underneath it for some reason. She wields an hammer. She wears steel toe caps, suspenders, and she's got very similar to Malcolm. She's also got an underarm holster, but hers is a little different. Instead of having a gun holster on one side or an ammo holster on one side, both under her left arm is the gun and 2 clip holsters, but on the other side is a leather ring for a sledgehammer.
When she walks away, I think Alistair just like gives a small sigh and just like puts his hand up to his face, so he's like whispering to Trisha, it's like, between you and me, she kinda scares me.
I think she looks really nice.
She's a psychopath.
So, I had an interesting visitor last night.
Well, this morning.
This morning? No.
Was it Malcolm?
Well, the start of this night.
This night.
Vampires and timing. Fuck.
Yeah. It was not Malcolm, no. It was Tyler. Do you know of Tyler?
There are many. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are many Tylers in the city. Is there like a particular one I really should know?
You wouldn't.
I will show Trisha the letter that I had, because I don't think she saw it. I think it was only just me that saw it.
Ah, yes, the letter. The letter that Tyler gave you. Alistair's letter.
I will
The
show
letter.
the letter. It's like, you know, this Tyler, like one of the top 3 barons, like in New York.
Trisha stares at the letter with like. She's got a smile on her face, but it's like the blankest expression ever.
Okay. Very important person. Could kill us all with like one pinky.
Oh, and she visited you. Oh, did you have a nice time?
I did. I can't say the other guy had as much fun as he just pulls out like the silver fucking teeth that Tyler gave him.
Oh, so it was a business call, not a like for fun call.
Why would I have a for fun call?
Why wouldn't you have a for fun call?
It's a waste of time.
Okay, so you're that kind of person. I can fix you.
You're sort of kind of getting an inkling what clan Trisha is. Stop this conversation, Alistair.
Malkavian.
Malkavian. I'm surrounded by Malkavians. Oh fuck! Yet.
Surrounded, absolutely surrounded.
Oh no! I can't myself. I'm done. Anyway, she has made a proposition in which, if we take care of these bat fuckers, she will not stand in the way of us claiming their territory for our own.
Our?
Yes.
Like me, you, Oliver?
Think of it as a performance review. Whichever one of you does the most amount of work, I'll give the territory to.
Trisha like pauses and like you can physically hear the gears turning in her head. And then she just brightens up and goes, okay. Sounds fun.
You get a page at Alistair being the and it literally just says Hammer, the priest's here.
We're gonna show up with.
Send them in, come on.
A few moments later, after Oliver walks up many floors.
When he gets to my floor, I'm just going to point to the elevator and be like, you know we have one of those, right?
Hmm?
You know we have an elevator, right?
Oh, I don't mind walking. My apartment building's elevator's broken, so I've been using stairs for a while.
Okay. What's up?
Oliver!
Hi. Yeah, I came
You
back
made
to
it!
Of course. How was your night?
And then your thingy buzzes again, and it literally is like, Leo's here. We'll say Leo's still in the elevator, coming up.
Yeah, you just hear like, floor
Maybe.
1, ping, ping.
Maybe having a
Right.
conversation with Hammer just before coming up.
It's like, okay, I'm not going to repeat myself individually to each one of you, so I'm going to wait until we're all here so I can explain to you what's happening.
Oh, who's joining us?
Oh, Leo's coming. You haven't met Leo, have you?
No, I'm not sure who he is.
Are we just supposed to know like who these people are just by names? Like,
Yes.
give us a bit more.
Theo's friend?
Oh,
I just met him yesterday, so I still have no context. But I'm sure
Yeah.
he's nice.
Oliver,
He
I
was-
mentioned him to you before. He's like,
Theo's boyfriend or something, I don't know what it is.
yes.
Ah, okay.
I don't question it.
Wow, very woke for the 90s, Alistair.
Look, with the shit that I've seen in my club, I can't be judgmental.
Yeah. It's only been one night and you saw some shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, no worries. So,
But here, come in. Make yourselves comfortable. Also wait. You might actually be better off walking the elevator. It's very slow. Need to get that looked at.
15 minutes later, you're a ding! That's like a minute of floor.
15 minutes.
It's literally water powered. It's one of the only water powered elevators in the US, in New York. Literally, if you go and look at the Flatiron building, it's got a water powered elevator.
And that's why I walked up the stairs. It's faster. Especially now that I don't have to breathe.
Okay, so yeah, eventually, Leo, you come walking out the elevator with Hammer. Hammer takes you to Alistair's room, and then stands out front while you guys have your coterie meeting, your future coterie meeting. To do that, technically a coterie, right? Yeah, because you haven't spoke about being one.
Whoops.
So, Alistair, I'm assuming with your etiquette, you bring them in, sit them down, get them comfortable.
Of course. You just see like in the corner like a bunch of like brushed up, like smashed up chairs and desks and stuff, but it's already like a brand new like desk and chairs already placed.
The cleaner
Probably-
just hasn't been to take the old stuff.
No.
Did this
Think so?
Tyler fuck up your office?
Nah, Tyler didn't know.
I would have thought you would not have broken shit in here.
What can I say? I'm a hoarder.
Okay.
It's not a good habit to have.
But it might be useful. You never know. What if like a chair leg pops off? There you go. Bang, right there. Spare chair leg.
Ooh,
Well,
steak.
it could have its uses, but maybe not in the middle of your office.
You're right. I'll get someone to fix that. Soon. So, I'm here to introduce you, if you like, to a partnership.
I'm very lost. Have I been introduced yet?
Yeah, you just
walk
walked in
you know.
and sat down.
Oh!
Ah, there he
Oh,
is.
Ah!
oh, so I was here the entire time. Oh my god, okay.
No,
Sorry.
you just came in like
A minute ago.
face a minute ago or something.
Oh, okay.
These were having a bit of small talk in Alistair's office, and then Emma opened the door and let you in, and Emma stood outside to guard the door. Make sure no
Everyone's
one's
here.
eavesdropping.
Is everyone here? Like the entire...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hey Leo.
Got it.
Business go well?
I just sort of I stare at you and make it very clear that I'm not going to answer that question.
I'll just go, oh, were you doing business last night? I was wondering why you weren't with Theo. He seemed very lost without you.
A small tick in my left cheek is like the only response you get from me.
I assume it went well since you're here.
Yeah, we'll clap my hands together. So, business.
Yes.
Hands. Clap my hands together. Not my ass.
Butt cheeks is going.
I just start. I jump on the table and start twerking. So I love this song.
He's done a
I
short
fucking
king.
hate you guys.
Shocking, dumpy ass.
Hello, shocking and asses.
Short and stout. Anyway. I have here a letter from Tyler. Tyler was interested in doing business with me. That person who we graciously protected last night turns out to be Tyler's ghoul. Who would have thought? Small world, eh? Anyway, so, in retaliation for helping her ghoul, Tyler decided to kill one of those Sabat motherfuckers last night. And also left us with a caveat that if we, technically I, but we, it's now we, if we kill these Sabat people, we can claim the territory for our own. And Tyler will make sure that no one else tries to start any shit about that.
Trisha will raise a hand.
Yes, Trisha?
What made you decide us? Like, us four in particular.
Oh. I've had business with Leo before. I know that he's a capable, very, very capable man. You two, I don't know. Last night, both of you proved rather useful. So I'm just gonna give you a chance just to be part of the fold, be part of the pack, be part of the gang.
Can this Tyler be trusted?
I would say so. I mean, I literally walked out of my room and she was, she was in my room, she could have just snapped my neck, ripped my hair off, ripped my heart out, diabolized me, but she didn't. She had the perfect opportunity to kill us. No, me. So, I would say so. I'm pretty good when it comes to, gut feelings, who to trust, how not to trust, so... Tyler, I think for now, yeah. We're only a small barony, so right now, I don't think she sees us as much as a threat. Maybe when we're bigger, she might have an issue with that, but hopefully not.
We have
Well,
to
this could-
kill them?
One at a time, please, one at a time.
Oliver will just sort of motion to Leo, then you go first.
Well, given that our prior partnerships have proven fruitful, we can go ahead with this contact of yours.
I knew you would eat this up, Leo. My man.
Leo does not bother to respond to that.
Okay.
The cold
So-
shoulder.
So, Trisha, you said you were down, right?
Yeah.
Oliver?
Do we have to kill them? Are there other ways we could deal with them?
Well, they're down a man. They've got one of the most terrifying barons in the city breathing down their neck. They've got us. So, yeah, there may be a chance to have a parley. But if things go wrong, then, well, Hammer does what Hammer does best.
I mean, Oliver, if you don't want to kill them, we could just keep them as pets.
Well,
Fucking excuse me, what?
Hmm?
I wasn't going to go that far. I was simply going to suggest we just remove them from the situation. That's not killing them.
Isn't that just the same as killing them?
No, there are ways to get rid of vampires that don't involve killing them.
Name one.
Like?
Torturing them with a stake, throwing them somewhere where they can't come back.
That's
Concrete method.
that's basically the same as killing them.
No, they're still alive. They're just not moving. And
But you're
can't.
depriving them of a life.
No, it's simply not. And we're removing them from the situation, and we're not killing them. Killing is a sin. Preventing them from causing more harm is not. And torturing them will prevent from causing more harm.
I'll just glance at the pieces of broken furniture. We could
Oliver will
probably
follow
do
her sightline.
We have a couple of makeshift stakes there.
Yes, exactly. We have some good chair legs that will be up for good use. I would
Okay,
probably
but if
want-
it's possible, could I keep one, please?
Keep one?
Yeah,
Why?
for fun.
Okay.
Not like that kind of fun that you and Tyler had.
What? Meantime, I didn't have any fun.
If you say so.
I do say so. It was practical meeting.
Some may even say business meeting. In the context of that meeting is none of your business.
Okay, so plan A, apparently, we have staking. Plan B, making pets. Plan C, killing. Anyone have a plan D, E, F, G, H?
Set them up to the Camarilla. And then... Yes.
I'd rather not.
Explode their place.
It's an interesting idea.
That's that would cause damage to other people, though.
They're
Oh.
cam. They're not people.
No, I mean that they're in the area that they own. There are humans there.
Oh, you mean the explosion?
Yes.
Oh,
Collateral.
yeah, okay. What if? Trisha,
Mm.
how are you when it comes to lying to people? I'm terrible myself, so I just thought I'd ask you.
I could have been lying to you the past 2 nights and you wouldn't know.
Good point. So, if you want to go down the route of sending them to the cam for their deaths, you could try to spin the tale that the cam took out one of their friends, and we just happen to have the evidence of that. Send them to like Wall Street or something. There's no way 2 stupid Sabat is going to take on all those went through.
They are all there high of quaaludes and cocaine.
Exactly. Exactly, random god voice.
That's the voices. That's just the voices in your head.
Oh no.
God of Wall Street.
No.
Oh god, it's spreading.
We're all Malgavian.
A surprise.
But that doesn't necessarily solve the problem because unless
Then
the
the
Camarilla
Camarilla will
kill
want
you-
the land.
Unless the Camarilla kills them, then we don't get the land.
I'm
Okay.
still all for my idea.
So what do we do with the bodies after we topple them?
What people do best when they disappear in New York. Send them to the fishes.
So you're okay with condemning people to an eternity of underwater imprisonment, but not okay with murder. Interesting. Oliver, interesting.
Well, that is religion for you. I certainly can condemn someone to eternity in prison, essentially.
What if, instead of doing that, we just put them in your closet?
My closet?
Alistair's closet.
I've got enough skeletons in my closet.
What's 2 more?
They won't fit.
Exactly.
Just break a
I
few
have a
bones.
suggestion.
There's an ominous
Oh.
closet in Oliver's room. Alice's room. You just hear
I have a
a
suggestion.
hello.
If eternal imprisonment is the desired option, given the interesting moral code, well, I'm sure I could find some place for them
Thou shalt not
among
kill.
my contacts.
Ooh, that's ominous. What are you thinking of?
Does Alistair know what I'm implying? Or am I just too vague?
One dropping a quick stop.
Do I
Oh, no. Oh, okay. No. That's fine then. Also, quick question. Do these guys know that I am part of a gang or no?
No. Alistair's
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
Oliver's oblivious to who you are.
I think Alistair would know.
Yeah,
Like,
I
you
know.
I
would
know, I
know
missaid
definitely.
his name instead of mine.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't think the other two know. I haven't told them either.
Oh, okay. So, I think it's... Then I'll say, well, my family business is in need of some personnel. I'm sure I can find some place for them there.
Whatever we do with them, I don't really care. I just want the territory.
Which will, of course, be evenly split.
Huh? What?
No.
Yeah, I don't
No?
want it.
No?
Well, what if we all just share it?
This is a test of sorts, just to see what kind of people you are, just to see how much conviction and drive that you have. I'm suggesting that with my finances at disposal for you all to use, whoever brings me both of these men can claim the territory for themselves. After that, you can decide to share it, you can do whatever you want with it. But my barony and Tyler's barony will recognise it as yours.
Trisha's just staring at Leo. And then just looks
Oh
back at
yeah,
Alistair.
Leo is radiating hostility right now.
Yeah.
When did this
she
turn
just,
into a competition? Why is this a competition now?
we're gonna lose. Look at how he's built. He's gonna fucking toss the both of us out a window and then claim that for himself.
Well,
Okay.
yeah,
Leo
I was under the impression we were all doing this together so we could just get the land for you.
I agree
barony.
with the priest and the girl.
Really? You guys want to share?
I did.
You're not gonna like tear each other apart for this?
Why? We have no incentive
I
to.
was not under the impression that this partnership somehow came with a caveat of subordination.
If your plan was to get us to tear ourselves apart, then you're a very bad plan maker.
No, I wasn't to tear you apart, it was to test you, as I said. I wanted to see whether or not you would take this opportunity to fuck over your fellow coterie members, or if you'd all band together to tell me to shut the fuck up.
Well, I suppose we won that test.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh, Trisha, we've made our point.
Good. Now I know that I can trust you a little bit more. A lot of people are in this just for themselves, this type of business. But I always say that teamwork makes the dream work.
I believe a lot of people say that.
I said it first.
Next to doubt.
I will whip out a contract that I have written up. It has just your first names because I don't believe in. I think I know Leo's second name, but I don't think I know anyone else's second name, so it's just got like Leo's name and then use two names, like just the first name. It's like, so after I get some details, of course, off of you, what are your, Trisha, what's your second name?
I don't have one.
You need to have one legally.
I don't have one.
Trisha Smith.
I hate that last name.
It is written down. Full stop.
Sure.
Oliver? Twist?
My last name is Brown.
Is that a fake name?
No, that's why would I lie about that? That's my name.
Okay.
Insight if you want. Insight.
Insight, because to Alistair it sounds like the most like fucking basic ass second name, like, oh yeah, Brown.
Well, Oliver is telling the truth.
Wait, insight.
What's insight?
Yeah, I won't even get you to roll it because Oliver won't fight it. That is Oliver's actual name.
I know. Oh no. I don't believe you. Okay, Mr. Brown. Wink.
Okay. Here's my name.
I will write down Oliver Brown. I do know Leo's second name, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Leo's
I
name's
don't
on
think
it.
this is the first contract you and Leo have signed together.
Probably not. Got a big, massive stack of contracts.
Yeah.
So, this is just to officially form the coterie. We will work together to improve the relations of the club to the people of New York and to try and expand our domain to other locations. I don't know about you, but I'm in this for the long run. I kinda wanna make New York ours. To run this shit. There's a vacuum of power that's been left, with the Prince gone, there's the Bat coming in. And I wish to capitalise on that.
This benefit Harlem?
If you want.
Okay.
Once we take Harlem, if you want, if no one objects to it, then you can be the main lead, the main man in Harlem. You can control things how you want.
Well,
of course,
cross the bridge.
if you're supposed to share this equally, then you're going to have to contend with the rest of us for what we want for Harlem.
Of course. I just live there, that's why I care.
So, I say that we have a voting system in terms of what we want to do to the domains that we claim. If I have an idea, let's say we claim Harlem. What is your favourite location in Harlem, Oliver?
Well, I don't really want to share that. It's personal.
Oliver's favourite place. Oliver wants to keep it. I want to tear it down. Put up some form of entertainment. A cinema, let's say. Oliver, would you object to that?
Oliver looks like he's gonna kill you.
I'll take that as a yes. I wouldn't object to it. Now you two, you would vote on what we would do.
Oh, we keep the place, obviously.
Leo?
I believe the priest has sentimental attachment to Harlem. You can keep it.
Then I would be outvoted. Simple as that. If we need a tiebreaker, we'll flip a coin.
Insight check. Is he?
Go for
Does he
it.
seem like he? Does Alistar seem like he means every single word of what he
Okay,
says?
the way that insight checks are going to work in this is they're going to be working two ways. If Alistair's going to attempt to lie somewhat about it, I'm not saying like this makes him immediately guilty if he wants to do a roll, but if Alistair's being 100% truthful, Cooper, you as a player can be like, yeah, he's being truthful, and then they don't have to. The other person doesn't have to roll for it. You can still call for a roll if you'd like to defend the insight check.
Well, but with Oliver wasn't lying, but I still rolled it just to see if my character would believe him or not.
Yeah, you can do that if you want, or you can just do it as a player and choose to believe it or not.
I will roll.
Okay.
I assume Alistar is being genuine.
But you can
I
roll
think
for it.
I might roll as well, because I don't think Leo would believe him at all. What's the roll? What's insight?
What's inside?
Yeah. Oh, someone needs to drink.
Oh god.
So no one gets a nosebleed.
Oh, I have
have
nothing.
nine.
That's fine.
So yeah.
Is insight social or? Oh, never mind. I'm being dumb.
Dumb idiot, dummy.
Dummy.
How do we roll?
Wow.
Yeah, I got nothing there.
Okay.
Huh?
I'm being truthful, but it's up to you to determine whether or not you think your characters know. I'm not rolling deception because I'm telling the truth.
Mhm.
But whether your characters believe that or not is up to you.
Trisha will nod and she'll like go over to where Oliver is and pat his arm like reassuringly.
So Trisha believes Alistair, but Oliver and Leo don't? Is that right?
It's up to how you want to interpret the role.
Oh, okay. I see.
You got a crit, so
Oliver's dubious because you brought his own, I guess, turf into it, so he's gonna just be like,
Yeah, Oliver's immediately defensive.
But he eases up when Trisha's next to him.
Do we get to put in clauses into the contract?
of course we can discuss that right now. I have one of my own, but since you volunteered, you say yours first.
You give all the prime performance spots to Nightingale.
So if you take over a domain that has entertainment locations, Nightingale is always on the list.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Are you okay with that, Leo? I know, like, your friend has his own band.
Has this been discussed with Theo?
Would you like
Theo is not
Theo up
considered.
here?
Theo is not considered part of the coterie right now.
Well, yeah, but I'm still ride or die for him. Like, I think Leo would be like a bit pissed.
That's okay if you want to bring that up with the coterie.
Yeah. So I'm just
Theo?
guessing, has this been discussed with Theo?
Well, Theo didn't discuss it when he recommended all those other bands to be performing here last night. So I'm just paying him back in kind.
Could also suggest that he opens for your band.
Who opens for the band?
Leo shrugs. You take the risk of how Theo would like that, then.
I'm not putting a monopoly on the places. Like, he can still play, Neon Promise can still play, but I just want a guarantee for my band.
You just want first dibs.
Yes.
That's okay, I guess. If that ever happens, then I can just tell Theo to go somewhere else, you know? You can both perform at different venues.
Obviously, yeah.
Sure. I'll make that an point. And he jots down on the contract, a little typewriter that he has. Tick 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 ding!
It shows Alistair's age a little bit. Computers do exist at this point. Yes, they're massive. They're mostly black screen with green text, but he chooses to use a typewriter anyway.
Could I also offer a clause?
Of course.
When possible, try to go for a non-lethal route to solve problems.
Leo is barely hiding a smirk at this when he hears this.
Okay, how's about in the terms of conflict resolution, we will try to avoid violence, but if met with resistance or aggression from any of our enemies, we will respond in equal aggression. Because we can't just, I mean, if I whip out a knife right now and stab you, you're just going to let me stab you?
Turn the other cheek. Yes, I would let you stab me. Is what I'm saying.
I think Leo would pulverize someone in one punch.
Exactly. So, that's the kind of point I'm getting across here, is that not? Okay, you have very strong morals, I respect that, you know, amen, and all that business. Makes a sign of the cross. It makes a sign of the cross at you, wrong in the wrong order.
Oliver's fine with that. He could care less. He does it back to you.
Nice. But our friends here might have different beliefs than you
And
do.
that's why I said, if possible. If not, just don't involve me. I don't want to know about it.
That can be arranged.
Okay, so don't cause any violence unless in self-defense, and if so, Do not tell Oliver specifically.
May I add? May I add an amendment to that clause?
An amendment to an amendment? Okay.
Well, it happens.
Except in self-defense, or if the initial aggressor is the other side.
Oliver, how does that sound?
That's fine.
Fine it is. Ting.
So I'm not saying we can't fight back. I just would prefer we don't kill people.
So just as long as they like topple them or cripple them, or like
Yes.
reduce their social standings so they had to flee the city, or mentally crush them if they're like in an insane asylum and like clawing at the walls and want to kill themselves. Okay.
Oddly Pacific.
That is great. Have you done that before?
Personally, no.
Okay.
But I do have some crazy people in my family who maybe even take business more seriously than I do, and that's saying something.
Well, family is family. And
Okay, so
One last.
Leo?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
A clause I'd like to get in writing.
okay.
All territory property belongs to all members in equal shares, unless otherwise discussed and voted upon.
That's where I have a problem, you see.
Is that so?
Yeah. I think we should all have like one mulligan. So if one person really wants a territory, they get to go, mulligan, you only get one. But if you do claim your mulligan, that domain is now 100% yours. This domain right now that I have, you do not share this domain right now, but I will equally share this domain with you. In a measure of good faith, but in the future, I do have plans for a certain area of the city which I would want to own myself.
So, question about that system. If we're going with that, and you own 100% of your own territory, then the rest of the coterie still needs to back you up on it, right? It's not just everyone recedes from it and you're on there all alone.
Well, how do you want to do it?
It's 100%. What? I'm just trying to make sure. Like, it's 100% yours, but the other members of the coterie have to back you up on it. Or else you're just there all alone and it's not fun.
Is that something that you're willing to do?
Yeah. I'm down with it. Not sure if Leo is.
Leo is quiet for a while. What can I say? I can agree to this mulligan idea, but I would like to point out that once you exercise this option, Alistair, all of my, family support leaves with me.
That's what I was trying to say, not against. No. So, like, if you mulligan a domain,
Maybe.
then. Oh, I was just gonna say, if you mulligan a domain, then, like, it's yours, but other people still have to help you keep it.
Yeah,
So, yes.
and as just me speaking, isn't Leo kind of like the only thing helping you hang on to land, right?
Yes, Leo's gang is basically like,
Yeah,
what do you call it? Alice is like main form of protection.
yeah. So yeah, I've just brought that up as Leo, like.
As this sentient vampire lawyer, just appearing in the back of everybody's brains. Maybe with the mulligan idea, if you needed aid with the land you mulligan, boons can be traded between party members and coterie members.
Okay, so
Thank you, vampire lawyer.
Leo,
Oh,
I'm
I'm gonna rack up. Yes, Alistair?
Leo, you're saying that if I mulligan my own territory, you would withdraw your support from that specific territory?
Well, given that you've exercised a mulligan option, I would hate for us to break a partnership if you somehow saw my men on your territory as a threat. So yes, I would evacuate all of my support in the interest in keeping the partnership alive and well.
That's okay, we'll see how well your gang functions without the millions at my disposal. Okay. And he will immediately type that.
Bit of coterie conflict. Love it.
Ding!
Already?
I mean, we kind of knew this was coming, no?
Both Leo and Alistair have very strong personalities, so yeah.
Oh, don't fight. Trisha says, not meaning any of the words she's saying at all.
It's not a fight, it's just bargaining.
Another lawyer thing that you guys might want to think about is adding it part of the contract that any ruling done here can be conversated and voted on in the future to change.
No.
Contracts are final.
Contracts are final!
Trisha will turn to Leo and she'll just ask, so if you're gonna rescind like your troops from Alistar's Mulligan territory, does that also include us? I know we're not like great friends or anything. I think you're a great friend, but like you probably don't know me. But you know, just a question I'm throwing out there.
I'm
Oh,
not
so-
rescinding my men from Alistair's territory. I'm merely abiding by the contract.
So is that a yes or a no?
So, all other territories will still, of course, enjoy the warm support of my men.
Except for Alistar's?
Of course, if you exercise mulligan options, then I will be forced to remove my men as well.
Oh,
But
just
of
all
course we can
mulligans.
come to. But of course, we can always come to individual separate agreements. Like
Oh,
I
so
said. Like
Yeah.
I say, and I just throw the most passive-aggressive side eye at Alistair. Like I say, I am a very reasonable businessman.
Okay.
Well, if that's the way it's working, I mean, if out of the kindness of your heart, Trisha, if you want to give support for free to a Mulligan domain, you can. Of course you can. But if you want favours, or money, or men, or blood, or whatever else, in response to helping, then you can claim that. It's up to the person to decide if they want to agree to your deal or not. Does that sound fair?
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds very fair.
Changing favors.
Exactly. Scratching my back, and I will scratch your back. Or vice versa. Everyone's back gets itched. Or scratched. Itched? No, scratched. Scratched, right? Right?
Scratch.
Yeah.
Any more amendments? I mean, obviously we have the basic ones like don't kill each other. I will type that just to make sure. don't kill each other.
I'm assuming you're going to add your coterie convictions that we agreed on.
Yes.
In Section 0. That shit gets added to the
So,
in-game contract.
so I'm literally like writing up a contract of like coterie convictions and rules and shit right now.
I can't remember what the name is, but there's a certain typewriter that was used at banks, and you basically put a certain paper in a normal typewriter, and when you type something, it types multiple copies of it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh hell yeah! I have definitely 100%
You
have that. Now.
definitely have that, yeah.
I've got a copy for each person here. Anything else? Because You know, that's a pain in the ass to like rewrite contracts.
I don't think so. Oh, actually, I have one.
Uh-huh.
We need to meet up at least weekly with no ulterior political motives, and we just hang out and chill. Like our friends would.
It's like a bonding exercise.
Yeah. Like nothing violent, nothing politically related, nothing to do with domains or whatever. It's just 4 of us hanging out and having a good time.
Alistair is slack-jawed and appalled at that idea.
Leo looks vaguely sick.
See, from your fucking reactions right now, I know that this needs to be a class. Oliver, back me up here.
I mean, you hang out with me whenever you want, so I'm free to whenever, I guess. I wouldn't mind getting to know those two better.
Alistair, this is the one time your veto idea is actually quite useful.
Oh, heaven forbid you make some friends.
Time is money, okay?
What did you say, sorry?
Time is money.
And you have plenty of money to spare.
What?
You have plenty of money to spare, from the sounds of it.
You can always have more money.
Greed is a sin,
And I'm a sinner.
aren't we all?
Are you?
I've had my fair share. I'm not blameless. But I don't think the idea would hurt. It would be nice to know to trust each other that doesn't involve benefits.
It doesn't have to be the entire night. It could just be like 1 or 2 hours.
1 hour.
An hour and a half.
I cannot believe you are agreeing to this idiocy, I say to Alistair.
Well, I will take out, not like American coins, not like a dime, it's like an actual pound coin. In fact, it's not like a plastic pound coin, it's probably like an older coin, like a penny farthing or something like that.
Are you going from one from when Alistair was a human?
No, like this is like a way before that.
Way before now. Okay, you can go even further if you want to go with a drachma.
What about
Kinnead.
Roman, like a Roman coin or
Kinnead.
something.
Kinnead.
What the fuck's a Kinnead? I don't even know what that is.
It's like a Roman coin.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure. We'll go for the Kinnead Roman coin thing. So, are we doing the coin flip idea?
We haven't signed the contract yet.
So this is just an amendment that we can agree or disagree on, is what I think they're at.
Because we have
But we are divided.
2 against.
Very true.
Hammer, what do you think we should do?
She pops her head in. You want me?
We are currently at a stalemate, Hammer, and before you say anything, you may remember that I'm still your boss.
Do not let that sway you. This is your genuine decision.
She is your boss.
I don't get paid enough for this. She goes with the door.
Exactly, so
God
speak
damn.
freely.
If you wanted to go, there's a bunch of names for Roman coins depending on what they're made out of. If you want to go for a gold coin, Cooper, and that's what its name is.
I feel like Hammer is the only person who gets asked me like that I let get off the hook.
It's because she doesn't have a care for life. You could kill her right now and she'd be okay with it.
Hell yeah.
Trisha will turn to Leo and just goes, I didn't know you were her boss.
How tall is Trisha again?
5'5".
I
Itty
just
itty.
Teeny.
stare down at her, and I made no comment.
Oh, I don't know what Theo sees in you. I guess you're kind of cute, but I'll need to have a talk with him.
Leo's right eyebrow just raises a bit.
Trisha just turns away, like blank smile expression just perpetually on her face. So, what if we just do it like for a month and then we try it out, and if it's really fucking unbearable, then we can cancel it.
It's only 4 weeks. Once a week.
This is
We
acceptable.
meet 4
as long as
times for an hour and a half.
Once
this
a
is-
week, hour and a half. What day?
Okay.
It can't be a weekend because that's the club's most popular time.
How about Thursdays?
I can work with Thursdays.
I will open up another desk in my drawer and go through like a calendar that I have there. That to you guys, you don't know this, but it's empty. There's nothing in it.
Is that work?
And I would just go, yeah, I can make that work. Thursdays, let's say 11 PM to 12 PM.
12:30 p.m.
12 p.m.
We said an hour and a half.
We
You are-
agreed on an hour.
Well, clearly, we haven't agreed on shit yet.
How about 12:15? 1 hour and 15 minutes.
And then you can agree to stay there longer if you need to.
Exactly.
Yes, thank you, vampire lawyer.
An hour and 15 minutes. You're welcome. And if something is so pressing that we need to spend more time, then we shall. But after the hour and 15 minutes, anyone can leave if they want to.
Sure, yeah, that sounds great.
I'm
Thank
fine.
God.
Trisha, yeah, go on.
I love this fucking court and its incapabilities of spending time together.
Trisha leans into Oliver and just goes, "Is this what scheduling for your AA groups is like?"
I mean, not really. It's mostly we set a day and hope that they're able to make it. If not, we have personal meetings.
Yeah, people who turn up to the AA meetings is easier to attend.
True.
Especially for them, because most of them are human, so having a late night AA meeting is perfectly easily to attend. So it doesn't matter what day it is. So I can move them one on Thursday to Friday.
Everyone okay with this? Going once? Going twice?
Leo just looks like resigned to death, but he doesn't say anything.
Yay!
I know, Leo. I know. Sold. Ting.
Trisha on the inside? I thought that was Trisha on the outside.
Trisha on the outside has blank, smiley face.
Nice.
Ah,
Anything else? Don't kill each other. Don't mess with other people's properties and ghouls and what have you. I know some of you have ghouls. Or friends. He says the word friends with like disdain.
Let's not meddle with things in our personal lives.
I mean, this isn't really a clause, but like, if you guys wanted to meet the rest of my band, I'd gladly take you guys. Like, I would. This is just me being nice. I'd share what I have with all of you. So probably not money, since you seem like you have a lot of it already. She says to Alistair.
That's very nice of you, Trisha.
I will meet them if they play at the club. I will welcome them. I will even give them VIP pass if you would like, so they can come to the club when they want to.
Ooh. I'm sure some of them would appreciate that.
Anything else?
I believe that's all, unless Leo has other things to add.
I'm pretty good. Leo?
That will suffice.
Trisha?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Okay. Now, if you could just sign here, and here, and here, and then your name in bold print here, and another signature here. This goes on for like 10 minutes.
You want our full names, like first, middle, and last, or just first and last?
Please put your finger and leave some blood here, lad.
Alice has already got like your names like written on the sheets, like the ones that you gave him. So when it comes to your signature, it could be a penis for all I care. A signature still a signature. Does any of you fuckers throw a penis?
No.
That's
Okay.
definitely a fish move.
Yeah. That's what I was looking at.
Does anybody do that? Dead eye.
Alison has a super fancy signature. Very nice.
Oliver's is very practical. This is his name.
Why do I
Trish's-
feel like you also sign yours, Alistair, with the Dunsay seal? So you basically pour some wax on and like with a signet ring you wear.
Jesus.
I'll try and find the font, but I've like copied.
Leo signs it with like his own fountain pen because he's one of those motherfuckers.
Ooh.
Nice.
Engraved pearl, mother of pearl hair.
Oh, definitely. Like, you know that pen was like, what, $5,000 or something?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Trisha draws a little heart over her little eyes, and then draws a little like music note at the end of her signatures. It's more drawing than signing, really.
No
Alistair.
worries.
It's really boring. It's just his name in cursive.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Simple and elegant.
Yeah. Okay. With the paper signed and business done, you just all shake on it. Okay, so after all the wheeling and dealing was dealt, time down to business. You are all still sat in Alistair's office, discussing what you are going to do now that you are a semi-coterie. None of you still trusting each other. But we'll see what the future holds. You all know that you have absolutely no information on this Sabat. You just know they are nearby. With Tyler saying that the domain next to yours being yours. Being theirs, sorry. She gave you an average direction and told you that it's a few blocks wide.
Well, I'm sure if Alistair just shows his face, they'll come swarming for him, because they hate him, right?
Huh?
If you just show your face in the Sabat's territory, they'll come find you, and that'll save us the effort of needing to find them.
Want me to be bait?
Oh, are you volunteering?
Sure. Why not? I put my faith in you guys.
Cool.
So what's the plan? Because I don't think me just walking in the territory is going to make them pop out from the sewers like rah, you know. Should we ask about? See if anyone's like, look for any mail. Maybe markers, graffiti, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds also as good a plan as any. We could... It's only a few blocks wide, so we could split up and then go in twos.
That seems like a good idea, I suppose.
Want to split up and look for clues?
Yeah. Let's do two groups of two.
It's only a few blocks. We can walk that in like what, 40 minutes?
Who goes with who?
We should flip a coin for it.
How do we flip a coin between 4 people?
Flip it twice.
Okay.
Before you flip it. See, this worked out really well in my head.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So before you flip it, somebody, let's say you, choose heads or tails.
Heads.
I was going for that head.
Then what? I love
And-
head.
And then you flip your coin. And if it's heads, then your team 1, and if it's tails, then your team 2.
We don't have it. What do you mean I'm team 1 and team 2?
Shh, let me finish.
Didn't we assign numbers first before we flip the coin? So if
You get team 1 if your called coin
Oh, I
size is the same as you
so-
flipped.
okay. So if we call out the same thing, we're on a team.
Is this not how it usually works?
No, I would suggest we either go with someone we can learn to
comes
trust, or go with someone we already know.
Amma comes in. Jesus fucking Christ. Priest, go with the gangster. Businessman, go with the musician. Leaves.
Well, that settles it.
I suppose it does.
Can I have that coin?
No. You can have this coin. He pulls out a dollar coin.
Hey, silver dollar, you got no right now. Yeah.
She'll take it if you give it to her.
You do get dollar coins. Yeah.
I know we're actually going to be doing stuff like this. So I'm going to grab my stuff from home.
Nice. Haha, joke's on you. It's cussed.
Ghost.
Ooh.
You now have a wraith.
Yeah. Mhm.
Killing you.
Imagine.
+2 ghosts. Nice.
Off we go.
I suppose.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you got out of the territory. These all take the very slow elevator.
God damn it, hold on.
Wom, 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 wom.
Amma just says to you, Alistair and Leo, shall I get the cars around?
Thank you.
Oh, it's this on foot thing.
One team in the car, one team on foot. We can
I'm
cover
okay
more.
with walking.
We can cover more ground in car, but on foot we can, go down like different alleyways and whatnot.
I don't mind walking.
Okay, me and Trisha will be team walking. Leo Oliver, do you want to be team car?
Well, I suppose it's default now.
We'll take
Suppose it is. Whose car is it they're taking?
I'm assuming Leo's Lincoln.
Nice. Let's go! Meet you guys there. Woo! I imagine Leo and Oliver would get there first.
Oh, 1,000% more.
Yeah.
You should have about 4 city blocks to look around.
I'll step out into the road in front of a yellow taxi. She's like, taxi!
Unless you're walking.
I'm walking here.
Yeah, Trisha will look at Alistair and just go, I thought we were walking.
Yeah, well, we're not going to walk all the way there. We've got to get to the block first, then and walk about.
Ah, I see.
The car
I don't-
drives you straight over and lets you out.
They're not going to be like here.
Well, who knows? They might be stupid enough to just show up.
Joe for comedic effect makes me get hit in the back of the head.
Bloodline style.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well, yeah. Go on.
is that a yellow cab?
Yes, you can fly down a yellow cab easily.
Nice, cool, classic. It's like, man, I've always wanted to drive one of these. Well, we'll be in one, not drive one.
She's
I
like,
don't drive.
I've
Other
got an
people-
application if you want one.
Other people drive for me. I don't drive.
Okay, what's awareness as you get into this yellow cab?
Fuck. It's Kane, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just Kane.
It's
a werewolf
Kane,
and
isn't it?
Kane in a cardigan.
What's awareness? Do I have any awareness?
Making
No.
out.
Do
I don't have
wits?
any awareness either.
Oh god, okay, oh
You can do
shit.
wits investigation as well.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, I don't have that either.
Neither do I. Shit.
Okay. Yeah,
Percent.
no, this seems like a perfectly okay taxi ride.
Sure. I'll do what's awareness, why not? That's funny.
We love ourselves a beast.
So, would you like to re-roll that, please?
re-roll that?
Yeah. If you don't,
Well-
you take aggravated willpower damage.
Aggravated?
Sorry, superficial.
Superficial? I'll take the super because I can't re-roll that.
You get one superficial damage. One superficial willpower damage because you can.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah, you jump in a cab and you just do.
So
You get a bit of an headache.
Oh,
Trisha, but it sort of sorts itself out.
oh,
From bestial failing, it's the
Okay,
driver's
not-
not taking over your mind as well.
I see. Yeah, that'd be concerning.
Ooh. So yeah, you jump in the cab. You literally drive 3 streets over, and you let you out. It's not too far from your own domain. And then the other two just go down and get into a blacked out Lincoln and travel around. Okay, the ones in the Lincoln, roll me a wits investigation or a wits awareness. The people on foot, you can roll me a wits awareness or a wits investigation. Or you can roll me a streetwise charisma.
Streetwise charisma for me.
That's only for the people on foot, right?
Yes.
Damn
You
it.
guys can actively interact with
What's the options?
So it was with awareness?
wits awareness or wits investigation.
Fuck.
Okay.
Or if you're on the foot, aka Alistair and Trisha, you can roll me streetwise charisma because you're talking to people.
Could I add presence all to that?
You can add presence to that, yes.
Can I re-roll that?
You can re-roll your 3 dice, yes.
Awesome. How do I re-roll stuff?
Okay, you re-roll 2 of those dice because you've already got you got 10 there.
There's
let me-
willpower reroll underneath
Yeah.
willpower.
Ah, there it is. Found it.
I got a
Reroll.
bestial failure.
Ooh.
The fuck, guys!
Look, last session we had lots of successes.
Sorry.
This
Gotta
session,
even it back
not so
out.
much. So, bestial failure, what's that? 1 willpower?
Yeah, charisma streetwise. There's not really a thing I can affect you with there, so yeah, just take 1 superficial willpower damage.
Nice. Owie!
So you basically just spend a willpower to stop the beast from crawling to the surface. Is it more rolls like, oh, I'm feeding from a guy and you get a beast failure? Yeah, like, it's a lot worse then. But for rolls that really don't have a common outcome, like a sensical outcome, I can say you're so like bestially charismatic, you scare people off. I could say that, but not great for the narrative. The fuck? Just looked down at fucking Zoe's.
Oh, wow.
Would you like to willpower any more of those 2 dots, Zoe?
That would be fun, actually, just to see.
Yeah, there's a possibility of getting a bestial success. It's up to you.
Yeah, you know what? Why not? Oh,
You
it's
succeed
just
there.
8.
But that's 8 successes. So yes, as you two drive around the car, Theo and Oliver, you don't really notice much.
Wait, did I not succeed? Or
Let me have a look at your girl.
2.
I didn't really set a fucking success on that, did I? Normally
Oh.
it's for 3, so yeah, you didn't succeed
Oh.
with your 2.
okay.
For some reason, this fucking carry sheet puts everything as a 2. Unless I give an actual dice. So many rolls. Hee hoo hoo. Okay. So it's used to driving around, and you don't really spot anything major. You do drive past a car, like a few cars that pulled up, and then people just hanging around them, acting weird. That sort of catches your attention. And you definitely see one or two drug deals on street corners. You see hot dog vendors peddling their goods. You see a store that says $1 pizza. Got again a New York flair out here.
$1 pizza.
Yeah, gotta love $1 pizza.
Oh my god.
Even in the 90s, that's actually expensive for pizza in New York. Alistair and Trisha, you guys are walking around interacting with people. What sort of questions do you ask?
I'll just straight up ask, like, have you seen this person, and give, like, a description of them.
The fuck? You give a description of the two other people, not
Yep.
Fleabag. Well,
Nope.
one of them's Nosferatu.
Is
I'm assuming you can
and?
give a description of them.
Okay, yeah, then I'll just give the other description.
Okay, because if you gave a monster description, you're like, what the fuck? You're in the wrong city. Go to LA for that shit. Okay. But yeah, you're talking to a few. And he's like, one guy who's just eating a hot dog. He's got like all the relish and stuff on it. He's got like a Rasta hat, dreadlocks hanging out the bottom, wide bottom jeans, and like a knitted fishnet sweater on, and underneath that just like a band shirt. Yeah, no, those guys sound familiar.
Oh, would you know where they are? Or, like, where they usually hang out?
He takes a bite of his hot dog, like sauce all around his mouth, doesn't even go to wipe it off. Shit, why did I see them? Becky! Becky! And this woman walks out around the corner. She's very similar looking, like down on the ditch. You're assuming you're talking to a homeless right now. Ish.
Sure.
It's like, what? And he's like, those guys that, growled at us? Where do they live again? She thinks to herself a little. Oh, they're in an abandoned, 4-story, 2 blocks from around the corner. Keep going past until you pass in the first road. Down that street, about halfway down there's an abandoned 4-story red brick building. You'll see it when you're there, covered in spray paint, windows boarded. All the other windows that aren't boarded with wood or metal, covered in newspaper. Pretty sure it's a meth lab. See people coming in and out of it. Not the greatest people. I think, yeah, they're definitely on something, like drugs. Definitely.
Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much. We'll make sure to keep a lookout for that area.
Can I ask why? Are you news reporters?
No, of course not.
He looks like a news reporter as he points to Alistair.
He's... And then Trisha leans in, like pretend whispering, but like Alistair can still hear. He's just trying to get his fix, you know, and he's too shy to go alone, so I'm going with him. But don't tell anyone.
Oh, I wouldn't, dude, I understand. It's been a while since... Yeah, no, I understand about needing a fix. Go on, God with you. And he puts his hand on your shoulder, Alistair, and there's like mustard on your suit.
Oh.
Stop him. He goes to put
Like-
his hand on you.
I will violently smack his hand away.
Like, shit, okay, dude, fuck.
Sorry, he's a bit irritated, because, you know, he Yeah.
Fine, whatever. And he walks off down the alleyway, scratching his ass for his jeans. Yeah, he doesn't get... He doesn't read the room. Sorry about that. Anything else we can help you with? She hasn't taken her eyes off you, Trisha, because you are using presents.
Ah, shit, okay. I'll sling like my arm around her shoulder if if Trisha's tall enough to do that.
Yeah, she's only about 4 or 5 inches above you.
Okay. And she's just generally gonna act like really friendly, really buddy like, and she's just gonna go, I mean, like, not really, you've already helped us, like, so much, you know? Maybe just, like, one more thing, if you do see those bastards going about again, just keep a lookout for them, in case, you know, today's deal goes wrong, you know, just, like, you know, as friends, if we ever come back and we need to find them again, I'll look for you again. What's your name?
Lizzie.
Lizzie. My name's... I'm... Laura.
Hey, Laura. Lizzie doubts this. It comes up in the corner of the screen. Nah, with those successes, she definitely believes you.
Trisha will give her the coin that Alistar gave her.
Oh, thank you.
You know, just as a gift from a friend to a friend. You know, girls gotta stick together.
She smiles. Anything else?
Looks at Alistar.
Alistair has taken off like his gloves that he had on, the ones they used to touch that man. He's tossed it into like one of those like open fire pit things that the homeless folk have.
Like $200 gloves. Just...
Yep.
Trisha's just staring at the fire.
He's just for your week's rent in the bin.
Immediately, like, pushes off Lizzie and then goes right up to Alistar and goes, okay, next time if you need to do that, just give me the gloves, okay?
I wouldn't do that to you. They're filthy.
I don't mind, honestly. Like, I would just give them to me, yeah?
Also, don't touch me either after touching her.
Trisha hovers threateningly close.
I will start muttering Gaelic curses under my breath.
Hold my horn.
Don't my glass.
Go my glass. Yeah, no, Pokemon wouldn't suit that. It means kiss my ass. Okay. With Alistair truly and utterly grossed out, and Trisha, I got taking the information you need. You make your way there.
I would imagine that I have Leo's like pager details, so I'd probably pager him like some of the details that we've got.
You're rich enough to have a 90s phone. People are, it's kind of on the larger side.
It's a comically large like antenna.
90s phones.
You have to like properly like push the button as hard as you can in to make it work. It goes beep boop beep 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 boop clunk 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 clunk. Does Leo have a phone though, or did I give him one?
I think either Leo has a phone or he has a pager, at least. Pager's a lot more common.
Yeah, I don't think he'd have a phone. I think he'd have a pager. I don't know if, like, honestly, I don't know if
phones
he
are
would
from the
have trusted you enough to give you his number.
I feel like you would have gave him a bit this one. in case anything happens.
Yeah,
later.
I was gonna say for convenience sake that like you have his pager number. Is that what that is?
I won't whip out my comedically large phone then.
Well, to page people, you need to sort of ring their phone, you leave them a message, and then a provider types it out and sends it to the pager, and that's how pages work.
Ah, nice, okay. That
So you
one,
ring-
that one phone call cost me like $50.
I love how we're all so confused about pagers.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the first 3 phones in that picture are, in like Mary's picture, are 90s phones.
Ah, okay. Cool.
We'll just say the first 2 are what you have access to for the fact that it is 96, so it's not even late 90s right now. Yeah, so you whip out your phone, you ring the paging service, and they type a message to Leo. Leo, your pager buzzes.
Yeah, I
what's
checked
the message say?
it.
You check it, did you say?
Yeah, I check it.
Okay.
What? Well, I'm
Okay,
guessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does the message say?
I said it telepathically. Like I'm Malkavian, because I'm Malkavian now.
We're all Malkavian.
It's just a very short message. It's probably just, well, Alison definitely has like the number one like phone, the big huge fucking chunky boy.
Yeah.
Location found. The insert street number here. Come soon. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, you get the address.
All right. Question for Joe: would I know if any of the gangs are, like, any of the gangs I've had prior dealings with are associated with that address?
No, not at all. You'd know that the fact that there's no gang associated with this area.
Okay, cool. Then,
Luckily.
all right. So I basically just, so I know that there's no underground activity, or at least mortal underground activity, with that area.
Yeah.
Okay. I look over to Oliver. I'm assuming that there's just been like cold silence the entire ride.
That's up to you, Stan.
Alistair found the address. Then I basically tell the driver to take us there.
That was fast.
Shockingly so.
I mean, it's, only a few blocks, so I guess I'm not surprised. They are Sabat, so I don't think they can look profile.
Yeah, sorry, Mary, I didn't catch the last part.
I don't think they keep a low profile.
There hasn't been any activity in that parts, though. None that have come on my radar.
Normal or other one?
Well, let's say normal.
Okay. Well, that's good. Do you mind if I ask what it is that you do?
Like I said, I'm a businessman.
Can I insight that to try to get what he's saying?
Yeah, you can insight.
Okay.
If you'd like to hide, Hilly, you can do me a manipulation persuasion.
So what would I roll?
You'll roll insight, wits insight versus
Okay.
manipulation persuasion.
Difficulty of what?
It's completely determined on what Hillary rolls.
Okay, then I'll just wait.
And then I add 1 extra die. How the hell do I add 1 extra die?
When you click the roll, it comes up with
Full modifier.
Pool size modifier. Okay.
yeah, just add 1 to that.
Okay.
And you roll to see if you can beat that.
So it'll be a difficulty of 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
I failed miserably.
You take 1 point superficial damage for it being superficial willpower damage for it being a bestial fail.
Willpower damage?
Yes. So you'd
Okay.
basically lose 1 willpower.
Hmm.
Your beast curls in your stomach, and to stop yourself from lashing out, you automatically spend a willpower. Keep it under.
Do I vibe that there's beastie stuff going on next to me?
Do you have sense the beast?
Um,
It's a protein ability, so I'm assuming not.
No.
Oh, God damn it.
Then you're fine.
So
Yeah.
so you don't know, you just know I'm sussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just know that you're,
Mm.
Well, I hope your business is
Oh.
going well.
Eh?
I hope your business is going well then.
It is. And so, you are a priest.
Yes.
If you don't mind my prying, how exactly does that work, given, well, the current situation?
Well, it doesn't affect this whole, I suppose, thing with Alistair is new, so I haven't had to deal with this before. But, I mean, I just do my job when I'm not doing this. That's why I don't want us to kill anybody.
So, you obtain fulfillment via more alternative means?
Elaborate?
Well, I would suppose the traditional way to get fed is to kill.
Why would I have? You don't have to kill anybody. Yeah, I take what I need, and then, for the most part, the other person is none the wiser or feels much better afterwards.
So, so that is where the line is drawn. I see.
I suppose. I'm not quite sure what you're implying otherwise.
I'm aware you have certain morals and ethics to uphold. If we are to
Yes.
work together, it would be helpful if, well, I understand those rules.
Well, I mean, I do the best I can with my faith and what I am now, and I work through it.
Oddly noble of you.
That's the best I can do with the lot I was given.
Well, I'll drink to that. That's all any of us can do.
I suppose. Is anyone in your family religious?
Leo just barks out a laugh at that. In theory, yes.
I enjoy the theory part of it.
Catholics, most of them.
Well, what kind of Catholic? I'm personally Irish. So is it Orthodox, Roman?
I think Italian would be or no, it would just be Roman Catholic. No,
Yeah, Italians are Roman Catholic.
Yeah, okay. Roman Catholic.
Hmm.
Since Rome's in Italy.
Give me a
Where it
fucking
all
break. I
originated.
don't know the Catholicism.
So the grandfather of everyone else. Okay.
So I've been told my entire life.
And you don't have to believe, and that's perfectly fine.
No, I suspect a lot of my family members, well, let's say if they did abide by the holy doctrines, we wouldn't have much of a business to run.
Well, those in power bend and break the rules all they want. And I suppose this kind of religion gives them the freedom to do that if they just confess. In a confessional, of course, not in whatever it is. I'm something.
No. We don't take we have a slightly different view to confessions.
Priests are sworn to secrecy, much like therapists. We can't tell anyone anything unless you tell us you are explicitly going to do something that's going to harm yourself or others. But if you told us something in the past, we can't say anything about it. It's
I
between
admire that.
you, your priest, and God.
I admire that. But again, my family's quite
Secret
traditional.
And that is your family.
And what?
And that is your family's right to do so.
So, I'm guessing you operate out of Harlem.
Yes, I do.
Born and raised, I'm assuming.
Yes, I was. Family immigrated there, have been there ever since.
I'm like aggressively Googling a map of New York right now to figure out where the heck Harlem is.
Nice.
It's just above Central Park, towards Queen.
Oh, okay. So Central Park, Harlem. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
So, like-
go on.
So like north.
North Manhattan.
Excuse me.
No.
North of where we are now, which is Gramercy, right?
Yes, much more north. It's literally you have like half the city before you get to Harlem. From you now.
Yeah. Can't say I've had much dealings with Harlem. I'm based more in the south.
I can't say much. There's... Depending on what your business is, I don't know if there's much Harlem can do for you. They have their own problems at the moment.
Not particularly picky about who I do business with.
If you do offer protection, I don't have much money, but could I ask if you protect a church I work within? The people there are at great risk of gang violence, and we've been having issues lately.
Gang violence, you say?
Mm-hmm. I run...
Whereabouts? Oh, yeah, sorry, go on.
I was just going to say I run AA meetings and drug interventions, and well, I'm taking business away.
As your car
Where-
gets closer to the address, You distantly smell smoke on the air.
Well, I'd be happy to help, Priest, but I think this requires our more immediate attention.
That it does.
Did you guys
I'm
get to
guessing-
the location a lot sooner than the other two do?
Nice.
Since you guys are driving. As you turn up to this abandoned, sort of paved over, boarded up, 4-story red brick building that's very common with certain parts of Manhattan. You see a car pulled up in front of it. It looks relatively newish. Well, sorry, when I say car, I mean a van. A small, newish looking van. The building seems dead on the inside, but billowing from towards the back of it, there seems to be a pillar of smoke.
Is there a symbol on the van?
There isn't. It's a completely plain black van.
Hmm.
As smoke
and
billows
this
out.
van-
Go on.
And this van is parked, like, just right outside the building.
Directly outside the front of this building. The license plates are missing.
Nice.
Okay. And
Looks
there's
like
no
it's
one
not
around
for
us.
us.
Since the start of the smoke, possessions are sort of staying away. They know not to. Yeah, come this way. It is kind of odd. There's no possessions on the street right now. Do you go to investigate the building, or do you wait for the others?
I like to investigate the van.
Yeah.
So you both get out of the car. Your driver, Leo, is like, "Do you want me to wait here, boss, or do a ring around the block and wait for your signal?"
Circle the block. Let me know if you see anything strange.
Let's see the police. I'll let you know. No. He drives off. Okay. So you want to investigate the truck until the others turn up?
Yeah, why not?
I think I'm just gonna slash the tires.
Leo goes up, pops a knife out. As you, yeah, you can slice the towers, place it fine. Roll me wits investigation while you search the van, Oliver.
Nice. I don't have that. Well, let's go anyway.
It's
Wits?
gonna be difficulty 2. Wits investigation, difficulty 2.
Okay. Oh, nice. Look at that.
Ooh. Go.
You look through the front window. The door seems to be unlatched, so it's easy just to open up to get in. As you look through, the front of the car looks cleanish. As you start to ponder through, you reach under the passenger seat, sorry, and you pull out the license plates.
Cool.
The glove box seems perfectly empty. The inside of the van smells like a new car smell.
Is there anything in the back?
You pop the hatches and you go into the back. On the inside of it, there's... As you open the back of the van, on the inside there is draped fabric on the floor, draped over. There's a few... various weapons. There's like a pipe, etc., some tools. And draped under some of the fabric towards the back, after you get in a bit of thought, is a completely drained of blood dead body.
Oh,
And you
Jesus.
can tell this because the throat's no longer there, but there's no blood on the clothes.
Hmm.
You'll need to roll a medicine to identify what happened here.
Question: does this have to
Yeah.
do with what I was doing last night?
Does not.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You're safe.
I'll grab a lead pipe and I guess tell Leo that there's a dead body in the back.
Do any of you have heightened senses?
Do I reckon?
Meaning?
Oh.
Do you have
Yeah,
do
meaning.
you have the ability to heighten senses?
No.
Okay, then you're fine.
No.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, go on. What were you saying?
Which
Do
one?
I know? So is this like a headless body? I don't understand the neck
It's not
part.
headless. It's still got the back of its neck, but the front vocal cords and the both jugulars that run through your neck and esophagus completely ripped out.
Oh, okay.
Looks like whatever fed on this didn't give a shit about it. About hiding the fact that it's feeding on this. The only reason you know that whatever did this is a bloodsucker is for the fact that there's no blood anywhere else. And you know, why would you bring a body if you drank from it elsewhere?
After showing Leo the body, Oliver's just going to cover back up, do the sign of the cross, and then give a short prayer before moving on.
He's waited a few more minutes, probably 15 minutes pass.
Well, the building behind us is just a blaze.
Yeah, never said it was a blaze. Said there's smoke coming from it.
Usually smoke means fire.
But it's not billowing.
Okay.
But yeah, as you wait for the others to turn back up. Eventually, Alistair and Trisha turn up. I'm assuming you fill them in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are now outside the house. What do you do?
So we could just walk in.
I agree with that premise. I'm already walking
We
towards
don't
the
know
front
what's
door.
in there.
Well, I trust Leo.
Is the door locked?
As you're walking up the stairs, you just go towards the door handle, you check it, it is unlocked.
Is it hot to the touch? Because I think. Well, I
It
learned
is
from the
not hot to
office
the
that
touch.
if the doorknob is hot, you shouldn't touch it.
You shouldn't open it, it is not hot.
Okay. I do that, police maneuver where I got my back to the wall next to the door.
Pull out your handgun.
Yeah, pull out my handgun. So, this place is still pretty much deserted, right? That's the idea?
You don't know that. It's meant to be deserted. It's meant to have no one in it. It looks
Oh,
deserted.
no, we can't see anyone right now.
You can't see anybody inside it, no, because you haven't quite opened the door yet, and the windows are all boarded over, / covered in newspaper. It's clear evidence that there's definitely a vampire squatting here, because they made it lightless. So they made it so sunlight can't come through the windows.
It's night now, though. Ugh,
Yes, night now, yes.
Okay. I very carefully turn the doorknob, inch it open.
You hear the door swing open. Roll me a deck stealth while you inch the door open. You can all do this as well?
Can I add my obfuscate to it?
Yes.
Nice.
If you would activate your obfuscated power.
Yeah.
Ability, yeah. What is it? Stealth? Pass without trace, is it?
It's Silence
Pass
of
without
Death,
trace. Silence of Death, yeah.
and it's free, so I can just do it.
Yeah.
I also have, in case it matters, I do have Sense the Unseen
Okay.
as well. Oh my god.
So,
Messy critical.
Dex.
What's it?
Wait,
What's
plus
these three?
2. Okay, wait, hang on. So it was stealth and dex,
Yes.
and then 2.
Success. Rolling into Cooper roll. No.
Messy critical.
Stealth dex. I forgot. I don't think I have any fucking stealth.
Just
Your
stomping
shoes are
around.
just too shiny for stealth.
I don't have any stealth either.
Squeak.
I've got brand new like fucking crocodile leather shoes. That are going squeak.
Clicky, clacky, clicky, clack.
Oh, fuck off. That's another bestial failure.
Take another point of stealth. Of superficial damage.
Hell yeah.
Do I also take superficial willpower or something
You
else?
do not, because you got a messy critical. As you start to sneak up, your beast kicks in, Trisha, and your senses heighten as you smell smoke throughout the building, coming from one of the kitchens to your left. It's from the living room to your left, and you hear voices. Voices of people like, someone's here. And then you hear the sound of something clacking against wood as one of the people stand up, and then you hear the sound of, that sounds like hoofs on wood, moving to a corner. But the heightened senses cause you to make a bit of a noise.
And this heightened senses is from the messy?
Yes, from the Messy critical.
Okay, I immediately, I grab, I just fist a handful of Leo's shirt. I just tug at him. And I just point to where, in the direction of where I heard the noises.
As the door opens up into this long hallway at the very end, there's a large staircase going up the stairs, and on either side are giant archway doorways. The door to the archway that Trisha points at is closed, but from underneath the door you can see light flickering through. The other door is ripped off its hinges on the right side, and that's just scattered across the floor.
I'm staying behind Leo.
I think, well, Leo obviously gets what, Trisha means. And so, let me repeat. So there is door coming, light coming from underneath a door, and it is closed.
Underneath the door that Trisha points at, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I am going to do what I just did and just zoop on over next to the door. Do my little policeman pose again.
Yeah.
Handgun out.
And as you zoop over to the door handle knob twists and the door opens. As a man in a sort of old Victorian-esque looking three-piece, it's all blotted, there's a patch on the shoulder, it looks very sewn and worn together. Clear blood stains on the shirt.
Question for the group: Are we being peaceful or aggressive?
Torturing them.
Immediate torture.
Immediate
If
torture.
any person who was there at the club saw this guy, you know he's not part of the two you've come for.
Oh.
He's just there, so he gets you on too.
Dude, I mean,
Leo doesn't know that.
yeah,
But one of you can say it. Reach out and say. Up to you.
yeah, we can use our words. This is also still an option.
So wait, we all see this guy.
Yes,
We
as
all-
he opens the door widely. In fact, Leo's the only one who's obscured by him because he's opened the door to look at the front door that you guys are waiting at. So Leo's on the other side, so Leo's the only one who's obscured at this point. Of this guy.
Wait, but I see this guy, right?
Yes, you see him.
Okay.
because he's come out to look at the door, and you're literally just over
Yeah.
his shoulder.
Mm.
Leo, in his hand, he seems to be holding a curved sword. And there is blood dripping off the tip of it.
I'm just gonna straight up run to where Leo is and just like whisper really as softly as I can. Not him, not him, not him.
So you run past this guy
You run past this guy?
Correct.
to get to Leo. He just goes, "What the fuck?" And then you just whispered, "Not him."
Yes. I'm not risking a rouse check to use a discipline, so yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
Can I try to do a discipline on him?
You can, yes.
Okay. Where is it? It's this one. How do you do a specific one? Oh, a specific one.
What do you mean?
Do I just do the discipline plus the thing I'm trying to do?
Yes.
What the heck? Attributes. Ah, okay. Discipline. Skill. Wait, what? No, hold on. This doesn't make sense.
So the first box is whether it's an attribute, skill, or discipline, and the second box is your actual thing.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes
No.
sense.
So, okay, I get it. And okay. Yeah, should be right. Hmm. How to do this one? The other one.
No.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
If it's a roll to against someone, you've got to give me that. It will have a roll attached to it.
Okay, it's discipline. Theirs is composer subterfuge.
Composed subterfuge. Okay.
Wait, Trisha? You say you have, like, no physical?
Trisha looks very scrawny, but she looks agile.
Oh, no, like, this is just for you. Cause I can, boost and rally coterie members, even if you, like, fail a physical skill test. So, just keep that in mind.
Ooh,
You can say
okay.
punchy punch.
Okay, so
Let's
you make
go.
a roll, and you need to get 4 successes.
Great. Not 24.
No, just 4.
I typed in 4 and it's added it to the 2. Can I
You can re-roll those 2 dice at the top, yes.
I will do that. So I prefer this to work. My computer's lagging. Okay. No.
You look at him, he looks at you, and whatever you're trying to do doesn't take effect.
Bitch.
He just gets your eye gaze for a minute, and your eyes dance, and then he just shakes it out a bit.
Yeah.
Fisher, you run past. As you run past, he pulls up the sword in his hand to go and to attack you as you to go and stop you, because he doesn't know what's happening now. He just heard people opening the door.
Yeah, no, Leo's gonna engage once he sees, the sword moving.
Okay. What's Leo gonna do?
What's the roll for if I shoot, and what's the roll for if I just use my fists?
If you shoot, he goes first. If you use your fist, it's whoever has the most dex.
Whoever's the most dex.
Yes. He has a 3 dex, so if you have a 4 dex, you go first. If you have a 3 or more, sorry. Player always goes first.
Yeah, I have 3 decks.
Okay, so you'll go first. So if you melee attack him, you'll go first. If you range attack him, he goes first.
Okay. Well, I think this will have to be melee because we're so close, no?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna melee attack him. I'm just gonna try and, like, twist his arm, get the curved sword out of his hand.
You're gonna disarm him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, roll me a,
Essentially that, lol.
roll me a strength athletics versus
what?
his strength
Strength.
athletics.
Okay, strength athletics. Adding my prowess to that. So 2.
The first thing that comes to your mind as soon as you touch his skin, he's hot to the touch.
So- okay, strength athletics. Hang on, I'm just because I stacked so much here. He's hot to the touch.
Yeah, he's hot to the touch. He's not cold-blooded. He got a 2-6.
Okay, so it's literally just strength athletics. Nice. Strength and then 2.
You succeed. You go to disarm him as you grab his hand and pull his hand up to twist it to get the thing out.
Mhm.
You feel the warmth of his skin. And then you get a hell of a fright. Because what you thought he was holding a sword, he is not holding a sword. His hand's the sword.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So it's like Captain Hook.
In the middle of his two fingers, he's still got all of his fingers in his hand. There seems to be a toothed mouth, and that's wide open. And coming out the toothed mouth is a long bone blade with an edge to it.
say that again, but slowly.
Basically,
Yeah.
He's got a normal human hand, but in the middle of the 2 main fingers, in the middle of your hand, there seems to be a toothed mouth, and in the center of that, coming out of the open mouth, is a boned-edged spur,
What?
and it's about
So
a foot and a half.
So it's coming out of his palm.
No, it's coming out in between his fingers.
In between your middle and your ring finger.
Oh, okay. I see.
So he has like a 10-foot reach.
No, it's only about a foot and a half. It's not massive, and it's just a spur made of bone, and it's bladed on one side.
All right. Okay. So even if this guy is not kindred, he's still quite definitely not human, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So not going against any coterie rules if I try and shank this guy.
No.
Like chop off his arm.
It all comes down to, well, it's self-defense at this point, so it's not against a coterie rule. Because he's just tried to attack one of your coterie.
Yeah.
So you want to rip off his arm?
I mean, I can try. Is anyone gonna back me up here?
Do you have lethal body?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, a little more up his hand, but very close. Yeah, keep it.
Oh.
It's a bit like
okay.
It's a bit like where Wolverine's claws come out, but this one's about a foot and a half long.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not as pretty as that. It's actually an open, toothed mouth that the spur's coming out of. There's actual fangs wrapping around it.
Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna try and... I don't like that laugh.
Zoe rolled for this fate, by the way.
Oh! Was that what the D2 was for?
Yeah.
Zoe, roll for the what?
This fate. This instance. So, yeah, you've got lethal body, right?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me, if you want to try and break his arm, roll me Dex Athletics. Strength Athletics, sorry.
Strength athletics.
Versus his Dex Dex Athletics, but his is -2 since you're holding him.
Wow.
Yay!
Sec, I'm just rolling.
Wow.
It's being a bitch.
Five.
That's 5 out of 2.
It's pretty good. Well, technically, the out of is whatever he rolls.
Yeah.
This is all aggravated, by the way, because you've got lethal body, and he's not, and he's technically still-ish human. So this is all aggravated. So he gets sing. So you do 2 full aggravated damage. So yeah, you grab his arm and just break it at the elbow, rip it off, throw it into the ring. He screams as you just hold onto his ripped off arm and falls back into the room, and then runs in. You smell blood drip to the ground as he runs into the room screaming, "No, fucking fuck!"
I'm
Then you hear a deep hiss come from the room.
I hear piss come from the room.
A deep hiss.
Oh.
No, yeah, just a straight pissing. The guy just pisses himself.
Okay, that makes more sense.
A bellowing voice. Fair. Show yourselves. And what you did to my servant will be forgiven.
Do we recognize the voice?
You do not.
I'm just. I like to think Leo is just examining what the fuck this Wolverine ass arm is.
As you pull the sleeve off and stuff, if you're looking at it, yeah, the literal claws are still coming out between the fingers. All the muscles in the arm are very weirdly shaped, sort of curvy. If you had intelligence medicine later, you could probably roll it and get the science behind it. But who knows? You can keep the hand though. It doesn't seem to be turned into ash like most vampire shit does.
I'm gonna throw the hand to Alistair.
I will pocket it.
Pulls out a bag, throws it in. Pulls out a new Gucci bag.
Just a little Ziploc bag.
You definitely walk around with those duffel bags that you rob banks with.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, the voice
No.
bellows out, you can all hear it. And it's quite bestial.
I'm gonna peek in through the door.
As you do, one of the that you see the guy holding his hand as you're doing now. The hand seems to have staunched the blood. There's not as much blood dripping to the ground. As you sort of peer in, you see a bone corpse with where its head should be stuffed into a fireplace that is on. A blazing fireplace. And on the wall behind, a second guy who's dressed awfully like the first guy, who's just had his arm ripped off, who's holding a double-barrel shotgun. I'll get you to roll me a wits awareness in a sec, or you can start rolling it now. But on the wall behind him is the Nosferatu you saw at the nightclub, pinned to the wall by bone spurs.
Ooh. So, out of all of that, is there anyone that looks like they were the one talking?
No.
And
You
we
roll
only
me-
see.
Do you roll me
Sorry.
a wits awareness?
Oh, I don't have any wits nor awareness, but I will. We only see one of the bone fuckers, like
the-
one of the sabbat.
Are we
Yeah,
all
you
in
see-
the room right now?
No, Trish is just popping her head in when she heard the voice. You guys haven't entered
Oh.
yet. You see the guy just got his arm ripped off, and the only person you recognise from that night is the Nosferatu, and he's nailed to the wall. Sort of in a religious way. One
Oh.
through each hand, one through one of his shoulders, and one through his feet. And he's across the wall in a cross. Sort of a crucifixion against the wall.
I'm gonna
Whoever
look
did this took their time.
these in a religious way, like crucifixion. I'm gonna look back to the gang, and I'm just gonna whisper like, I don't think these are the people that we're here for. I think they already took them out.
No.
The guy with the arm is just like, you fucking... Ugh. And then the voice, that doesn't have a form yet, echoes through the room again. Manus, these are my guests in this house. Please, come in. You have my promise that nothing will happen to you as long as you're civil. Show yourselves.
Trisha will shrug and step out into the room if nobody stops her.
Oliver will stop you and he'll go in first.
Gentlemen.
Leo's holding position, like where he's kind of obscured by the doorway. He's just listening to this. I'm assuming he's not seeing whatever the fuck is happening in the room.
No.
So yeah, he's just listening in.
So, anybody else? You going in, Coop?
Yeah, I'll go in.
Okay. So you three wander in, Leo, you're holding up outside. The guy with this missing hand's gonna be like, where's the fourth? The one who did this?
The fourth? There wasn't a fourth.
And then the voice.
Okay, maybe when I hear that, I waltz in, like
Oh,
almost.
then Trisha wouldn't say that.
God damn it.
And then in the corner of the room, a large 7-foot-tall figure drops from the shadowy area. When it's very largely caped, his body covering quite a bit in leather and fabrics, sort of looks like a gown as he clashes into the floor. As he peers up, his face is probably at eye level with Oliver, but then he has a hunch that goes another foot or so taller.
You say that this figure detached from the ceiling, or am I?
Yeah, basically it detaches from the corner of the room and falls down. If you look over where he was, there's holes in the ceiling, and when his body hits the ground, it doesn't sound like shoes or anything in the floor, it sounds like hoofs. And the only part of his body you can see through under fabric is this. 1 second. Very much so, he's very hunched back. And that's his face.
Cool.
Ooh.
A hooded gentleman with jowls. He has a rising line tattooed on his face, and in the center of his face is a single line that goes all the way down the full length of his face, and there's teeth crisscrossing. It almost looks like the middle of his face is a mouth. As he speaks, his human mouth moves. Welcome. What can we do with your business tonight?
I don't assume you're the bone pack? Are you?
Sorry, what did you say?
I
My
don't
mum just
assume.
literally kicked the door in.
Hope your door's okay.
Hmm.
I don't assume you're the bone pack.
No, they failed my task that I gave them tonight. So I'm here to take my pound of flesh.
Oh, so you're like their bosses.
I gave them a job. I'm not a boss, I hired them for a service.
Oh, well, that's great, right? We were also kind of. They pissed us off, so that's why we were here. We have no intention of fighting you. We were just literally gonna find the bone pack. Could I just ask, like, what did you employ them for? Seems like we have, like, well, not a conflict of interest, at least.
I hired them to hunt down a little known felon in this city, a biker, the goal of one of my enemies.
Oh, and they didn't manage to do that?
No, apparently someone stopped them, but I didn't hear their excuses.
Oh, really? I think, like, a ghoul would be pretty easy to hunt.
I'm going to smack the back of Trish's head after that comment.
Ah!
I
Oh,
thought
that's what-
so. I thought so too. Apparently my revenants can't handle a few kindred either, as he darts to the one who's missing a hand.
Very sorry about that.
Leo just smirks.
So what is your business this night?
Well, like I said, we were just. They pissed us off, so we were just gonna find the bone pack, maybe take them out, and hopefully. Squat here for a bit.
You're looking for a domain.
Yeah, more or less.
I have no use for this cesspit, it's yours.
Oh, really? Thank you very much. Actually, could we get your name? Like, I feel like this could be the start of, like, a wonderful partnership. Or, like, even, like, just be acquaintances if you'd like.
Part of his cape flops open, and a hand with 3 elbows comes out, and it's about
Jeez.
6 feet long. Magnus.
Magnus?
Magnus.
Like Agnes, both an M.
Yes.
Oh, Magnus.
That's his beautiful name, Magnus Opal.
Well, Magnus. You have very nice elbows.
He just looks at you comically, like... Zimis. Is that how you pronounce it?
Oh!
Jeeves, dude, it's fucking Jeeves, my fucking god.
Yeah.
Zamisi!
Yes, let me just deal with this. And he grabbed his hand that just shook yours. Trisha, if you shook it back.
I would've.
Moves over and grabs the Nosferatu off the wall, pulls him off. And just dangles him there. He's clearly torpid, this Nosferatu. This domain is yours. And if you're willing to bow the knee and have true freedom as a kindred, you can talk to me.
Ooh, I'll definitely have a think about that. That sounds very generous. Thank you.
Yeah, Trisha, no, I don't think it's a good idea.
Shut up, shut up.
He looks at you, his piercing yellow eyes. I speak on behalf of my master, Bishop of the Sabbat. If you wish to talk, leave a sacrifice in this room every full moon.
In whose room, sorry, and where?
This
room, okay. And what? Did he say every month?
Every full
Oh,
moon.
man.
Every full moon, okay. Thank you.
And if you want to do the task that they so badly failed at, find out the kindred who stopped them. And bring me the ghoul. I wish to make a show of them.
Could I insight this guy to see if this... Does this feel like an order, or does it just feel like a proposition?
Inside. What's inside?
Fuck. Doesn't.
Okay. It seems to be. It seems to be a proposition. There's no pressure. Zamitsi are very courteous in their business.
So, just to, make sure, you're giving this domain to us, and you've taken care of the entirety of the Bone Pack?
The ones who were here.
There were 3 of them, right?
He looks to the guy with the shotgun. The guy with the shotgun nods back to him. Yes, apparently.
Interesting. Oh, okay, well, thank you very much.
His body cracks as he moves across the floor. As one of his hands, you see, the only other part of his body you see is one of his other hands come out of the cape, and he walks on it like a bipedal creature, like a four-legged creature. I'll be leaving now.
Okay, Mr. Magnus.
As he crawls past you, as if you don't stop him out the front doors, one of his men sort of like shoulder. The guy with the one arm shoulder badges you with the half an arm, Leo.
He what?
He sort of shoulder badges you with the half arm.
Oh, can I please engage, guys?
It's up to you.
It's up to you, yeah?
I feel like, yeah, because I feel like Leo would not stand for that. He shoulder
Shoulder
I'm
checks you.
shoulder checks me. I'm just gonna be petty. I'm just gonna straight up just kick him.
in the shin. Lethal body still.
Yeah.
Do you want to break his leg? Or do you want to just like, teach him a lesson?
I just want to teach him a lesson. Because, yeah, I think like both.
Okay,
the
so you can turn off
Italian-
superficial. You can turn off superficial. If you just did me Dex Athletics. Sorry, Strength Athletics. Or Brawl, Brawl Athletics. Because you're not grappling.
Yeah, because no matter what, I think I still get potence, right? Because of prowess, you know.
You need to potence only comes in effect if you have lethal body activated.
Oh, I see. Brawl. Wait, so it's brawl and strength, no?
Strength brawl, yeah. Strength brawl.
Strength brawl. So I wouldn't have any modifiers this time.
No. And 2, yeah, you kick him in the shin, and he's like, fucking sort of crooks his leg a bit, and he goes down near the other guy with the shotgun, just grabs him under his good arm and pulls him away from you. Fucking idiot. Slaps him around the arm. These guys are identical twins, by the way. They're pushing him out the door. My apologies. The one with the shotgun says. And then a few months later, you hear the truck rumble to life and drive off. Good things come in threes. Would you guys like to talk amongst yourselves? If not, we'll end the session there.
Wait, clarifying question for the DM. Did I ask if there were 3
of the bone pack? And
bone pack.
He looked to the guy with the shotgun, and the guy nodded yes. Then he said, yes, man.
Okay.
You asked if there were 3 total, and he said, yeah, there were 3 total.
What I meant by that was that did he kill 3 total here?
No, he killed 2 total.
No.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so he cleared them for us.
Tyler killed the other.
No. See, I'm confused because we only have 2 like dead bodies, right? So there's one in the car. There
Tyler
is
killed the other one.
Yeah,
Tyler
Tyler
killed the one with the grill. We'll just end the session now, and I'll answer the questions now. Thank you for everybody who turned up to the session. Goodbye.